yesterday in the medal games, and LeBron was named MVP. Respectfully, there was a pretty good game back and forth. LeBron got dunked on early in the game. That was pretty fun. Averaged 14 points, 6 rebounds. I don't think anybody had a real issue with it. Some people thought Steph Curry, but Steph, he had 36 in the previous game. But he had 17 3-pointers in the last two games. He went nuts. So he went psycho. And there's a clip of Marbury out there like commentating the Steph Curry threes and all of that. It was cool. But Stephon Marbury feels that LeBron James shouldn't have gotten the award. It should have been Steph Curry's. And you can make that argument, but LeBron was probably the more consistent guy. But obviously, now down the stretch in that game, that pick and roll, that 1-2 punch with LeBron and Curry, that was really the whole thing. You know what I mean? The last 4 or 5 minutes, it was just them two. And I think Durant might have took 1 or 2 shots. It was nobody else took any shots down the stretch but those two guys. So it was what it was. I thought they should have probably split it, honestly, if they could have. They could have had like the co-MVP thing. But Stephon Marbury went online and he thinks otherwise. He's not feeling it. You know, LeBron fans had a field day with him online. I was surprised he was there. Like, it was random. Like, Melo being there was kind of random at first, but I was a hold up. That's LeBron's boy. He's a Melo's won gold before, obviously. He was on Team USA a few times. And Sha'Carri was there ringside. But I was like, what is Marbury doing there? Marbury was on the '04 team, if I'm not mistaken. But he just seems so disconnected from the NBA world. He's like that dude that just at some point, like, kind of lost his mind. At one point, he was online eating Vaseline. He was doing all kind of stuff. Just wow, just bugging. And it's hard to really take him seriously. You know what I mean? I don't question him as a player. When he was in his prime, he was nice. I mean, Marbury used to put up 50-point games. Marbury was considered a top 5 point guard at some point. But he just has always been, but way before Skip Bayless, Marbury was hating on LeBron. Since day one, man. He's always been one of LeBron's biggest critics. There's so much footage online, you could just, rather you agree with him or not, he's always been very critical of LeBron James. So I wasn't shocked at that, but it's him being there. Now look at this right here. This is after they win. LeBron goes and daps up Melo. Matt daps him up twice, reassurance, because he's like, yeah, I'm definitely no F with you. Like, he just straight, like, he did everything but mush Marbury. Marbury tried to get a love tap. It was not happening. There was no fake love over there from LeBron. But yeah, Marbury's always been like that. LeBron kept it funky, though. And what you want him to say? Now, look, this is a clip of him talking about LeBron years ago, as far as his shift and the whole King narrative and him coming to L.A.
Remember, I was around the kid in 2004. Every day with him, his mom, and her boyfriend on the boat. I literally was watching this movement like, wow, this is interesting. They really told you the king. They really told you was the king. See, when you don't grow up the king and you grow up the way how we grew up, it's a little different. See, because you can really get into the NBA and you can forget. Let me tell you how you can forget. You go from not having nothing and then you go to having everything, right? So now all of a sudden your mind, it forgets. Because now you got butlers, you got all these different people, you got people to dress you. That's not your swag. Come on, you was a bum when you grew up. LeBron. You was a bum. That's what you were. You were a bum just like I was a bum. We all were bums. So now this whole new idea of you being this king, right? I'm trying to understand, like, this theory of being the king. Because I told you, you gotta be a servant before you can be a king. You can't be a king if you're not a servant. So, I know people was waiting for me to weigh on this. I'll give you, you are one of the greatest players ever. But if you ever, in your motherfucking life, disrespect Michael Jordan again, you see what's happening right now? This movement is not gonna stop. I don't know what happened when you went to LA. I think when you went to LA, they really, really told you, oh, you've arrived, King. Because this is what happened when people fly into LA. Everybody, all basketball players who play in other cities. See, when you play in Minnesota and you go to LA, it's like you going to Disneyland. When you play in the NBA or certain teams like Milwaukee Bucks, all the cities where there's not really much to do, when you go to LA, it's like, now LeBron grew up in Akron, Ohio, right? He grew in Akron, Ohio. I'm not saying Akron, Ohio is bad. I grew up in New York City. So it's completely different. You grow up different. It's just completely different, right? So now you stay in Cleveland, Akron all your life, and then you go to Cleveland and you live in Cleveland for 8 years. So I'm thinking about what your brain thinking about why you living in Cleveland and you growing up in Cleveland. All right, so then now you go to Miami to the south where it's hot. And man, the Spanish mommies down there. I ain't even got to go into talking about that. All right, cool. Because everybody know about the Spanish mommies at the Miami Heat games. So you go there, oh man, your wife say, no, we not living here no more. Let's go. We out. We going back home. You go back home. This real shit right here. Excuse my language. Now you play there. You promised them we going to win a ring here. We going to do this. 52 years come. I'm going to do like Isaiah Thomas did on Players Only. I got to take a timeout.
Yeah, so that was something about, but you can find so much footage of Marbury, just getting on LeBron like that. But yeah, I think the real question is if LeBron daps him up, does Marbury still get on Instagram and go on with that little rant with the real MVP? Maybe they called out the wrong name. Maybe I heard it wrong. Let's rewind. I think if LeBron acknowledges him, he probably doesn't do that. That's just my sentiment about it. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'm out. Hit the like button. Out.